Hello and welcome everybody. Mike Vaccaro here with our very first UNCW Court Report. We're here with the 7th-year head coach of the volleyball team, Amy Bambenek. Season underway. A lot of good things happening with this program. And Coach, again, as I mentioned, your 7th year already here, and you're really seeing some big things from this program. Back-to-back 20-win seasons. What has it been like for you to come here and get this program where it is right now?
It's definitely been a process. I feel like I've evolved as a coach throughout this process, and our players have been getting better and better each year, physically, mentally stronger, and it's been a lot of fun. Our girls have made it a lot of fun, and they're definitely a dedicated group of girls, but it's taken a while to get them to play at the level that we need to be able to compete at the high level that we are right now.
A lot of respect as well within the conference. Your preseason pick second. You've got the Player of the Year preseason-wise as well. What does that say to you about this program?
It's nice to receive that recognition from the conference because I think in the past that hasn't always been the case for our program. And for Meredith to be so highly touted amongst the coaches is pretty awesome. I think that's a tribute to her hard work and dedication that she's put forth the past 3 years. And we're going to do everything in our power as coaches to make sure that she meets all of her goals this season.
Again, you got underway this weekend in Clemson, but before that, the preparation, what went into getting ready for the start of another season here?
Well, I think the biggest preparation for preseason was getting 6 or 7 newcomers into practice. Our returning players already mesh and gel really, really well on the court. We have very few miscommunications because our girls are so used to playing next to each other. So it was mainly trying to get those new people integrated into our offense and our defense. So it was a lot of team training, not a lot of individual training. And I think that really showed this weekend just how good our group can really be as far as our communication and effort and determination on the court.
Well, again, what a weekend it was. You go down to Clemson. You start off against the Tigers. They're the host school. The program had beaten an ACC team just once before. What was your message to your kids going into that match?
I just wanted them to play with a lot of confidence. The facility was actually pretty similar to Hanover, so I think our girls were very comfortable in that environment, even though Clemson had a great crowd. We know, I think our girls understand that we're very talented, but the only thing in front of us is going to be just ourselves. And I think the motto of Limitless really showed this weekend against Clemson. We really played fearless, which was really awesome to see. So I couldn't be more proud of our effort this weekend.
Well, you swept through that tournament, winning that championship, sweeping Clemson that first match. What was that like when you guys really controlled that against the Tigers?
Yeah, the second set, I think all of us were kind of sitting on the edge of our seat. I think it was 29-31 was the score for that. So that was just back and forth, and our girls, they really kept their composure on the court through all of it, and even when we had our lead, they wanted to, kind of put their foot on the pedal and just keep going. So it was really nice to see some of those. Pretty much every single one of our players really stayed dedicated and focused throughout that match.
You won that one, then you beat Appalachian State, Charleston Southern as well. How difficult was it maybe to get your girls refocused after you get such a big win over a Clemson squad?
Yeah, our preseason tournaments are quick turnarounds. You don't have much time to enjoy the success, and you don't have much time to also think about any mistakes or things that you need to correct. It's a really quick turnaround for our preseason tournaments, and App is a really strong program. That might have been probably maybe the toughest competition this past weekend, but they had a few players that we couldn't stop, but overall we did a lot of other things right to be able to earn that win.
Well, as you said, quick turnaround in tournaments in play as well during the season. So you had that championship, can't think about it too much. You get another tournament this weekend. Tell us about what you expect at Campbell this weekend.
I think it's going to be a pretty high-level competition. I think Campbell's going to be really strong. We're playing them on a Friday night. It's probably their first home game. We've always had a really good rivalry, regardless of rankings. Campbell's always been a really strong opponent. I think we've went to 5 the past maybe 2 or 3 times that we've played them. We've gone to 5 sets. So we're going to have to definitely do some diligence in practice this week. And Sacramento State's going to be very strong. Anytime you play a California team, the level of play just increases. Those players have pretty good volleyball IQs. And Norfolk State, we actually played this past spring, and they took a set from us. So, again, we just have to stay focused and really consistent in our play this weekend.
And it's going to be a while before home fans get a chance to see you. You've got a couple more tournaments on the road, some more games and matches as well. When will you actually be home for the first time?
September 18th, we'll be home. I believe we play Presbyterian first on Friday night, and then we have 2 matches on Saturday, the 19th. So it'll be nice to finally come home, but we still have a lot of work to do before then, so we don't want to necessarily get ahead of ourselves. So we're definitely looking forward to our upcoming matches this weekend at Campbell.
All right, well, great start so far to the season. Again, champs of the Clemson tournament this past weekend. Coach, best of luck at Buies Creek.
Thank you.
Again, with Amy Bambenek, I'm Mike Vaccaro. Thanks for joining us for our UNCW Court Report.